I've tried, written down the words to say it is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside, baby.
Hi everybody, welcome to my Big Tidy Up. My name's DeDe. Thanks for swinging by my channel today. Now if you've been with me a while, you know this is usually where I sign off and end my videos, but I'm having some weird lighting and shadows happening, so I'm starting out here, but it really doesn't matter because we are headed outside today because it is time to decorate the outside of this place for fall. Now I've got the inside done except for a few extra touches I'll be adding in October to the coffee and cider bar, but today we are headed outside. And you know, before in the past, I put a lot of different decorations in a lot of different random places outside. This year, it's just the basics. I'm hitting the front porch and the back patio, and that is it. So without any further ado, let's get the outside of this house to match the fall spirit inside, and let's go get it tidy. Well, I thought I would start off by showing you where I plan on decorating today. Now, last year, I was decorating everywhere out here. I decorated the gazebo, the upstairs balcony, the front porch, back here on the patio. But since then, I have decluttered a lot of my fall decor, and so I'm really going to be using pumpkins for a lot of my decor. So I just want to focus back here and the front porch. And you know, I really don't have a lot for back here. I don't have any fall pillows or a lot of special items. Now, I do want to do a centerpiece and maybe add a few small things on these little half brick walls. But one thing I do want to do is what I always do. I do want to decorate this chimenea. I decorate it for Christmas, 4th of July, and for fall, I just love putting pumpkins in here, and I usually hang a sign from the top of it. I just want to add a few things back here. Now, you know, the thing is, when I'm always done decorating back here for fall, I think it looks good during the day, but I really think nighttime is where it shines because of the lanterns, and I usually put some little tea lights in the chimenea. So that's what I've got planned for back here. Now, let me show you what I want to do up front. Now, as far as the front, here's my plan. I do need to go ahead and change the wreath because I've got several seasons competing. I've got the spring and summer wreaths still up, and the grandsons have went ahead and decorated the door already with the little window clings. So I want to change the wreath out, and I want to do something a little different with my welcome mat. I'd like to try maybe a layering technique if I can get it to work. And if you remember last year, I had a little fall foam mat that I put out here. Well, I decided to keep it in the kitchen because it's pretty comfortable right by the sink. So I have a new one to try. And as far as this welcome sign, I think it looks a little spring or summerish, so I'm going to take it in. And then I am going to try to do a little something different, little fall touch with my lanterns. First thing, I need to clean them, but I just love these things. They look so nice at night, so I want to add a little fall touch to them. And as far as my chief board, well, what I'm going to do this year is what I've been doing. I just bring it out on game days. I want to change the yard flags. I want to scatter some pumpkins, and then I think I'll call it good. Well, I've hauled everything into the garage, and I thought I would show you what I'm working with today, and then I promise, Scout's honor, I'm going to quit yapping, and I'm going to start doing something, but I brought everything up from the basement, so this is what I have, plus all the pumpkins we've got. I got 2 big white pumpkins. I love them. These small little pumpkins I use to put in a tub, and I use them for the chimenea. And back here in the sack, I have a few gourds, but I think I've only maybe got 5 gourds or something like that. So I'm going to have to make those last. I got 2 big orange pumpkins, and then I have my 2 wreaths. Now, last year what I did, or maybe it was the year before, I always put one on the front door, and then I take the smaller one, and I've hung it in the kitchen before. Well, this time I'm still hanging it on that kitchen door, but I'm going to have it on the outside so I can enjoy it when we're sitting out on the patio. And this is the new welcome mat I got. And I got this because the saying on it matches exactly what I have on my little tub. Farm fresh pumpkins. And so I thought that would look so cute by the front door since I have this tub. farm fresh pumpkins, and I'm going to go ahead and fill it with mini pumpkins just like I've done in the past. Now I do have a few miscellaneous pieces. I probably will use most of these between the front and the back. And then I do have all my baggies of random fall foliage. I've got some loose leaves. I've got some garland. I brought this up because I didn't use it when I decorated the inside. And I was thinking maybe these things I could put around my lanterns. And then I do have this garland right here. I'm hoping it will be long enough to go above the front door, but I've not measured it. It'll be close. So I'm just going to give all these things a try, start loading everything, take everything that I think I'm going to use up front because I'm going to start up there, and then we'll see what's left for the back. Now, I did want to do a little quick tidy up of my porch before I started decorating, and there was only one place that I considered bad, and it was right here above the door. It always gets bad there. But the good thing was I knew it wouldn't take that long because it was just a little dirt and a few spider webs since I didn't have any barn swallows trying to nest up there this time of year. And yes, they're gone, but they'll be back. And this, friends, is why you always clean from top to bottom. This porch didn't even need swept until I cleaned above the door. I do love that I painted these lanterns black, and I don't regret it, not for one single minute. I do think they show dirt a little bit more now than when they were white. And you know, as I was sitting here cleaning these, I realized it would have been so much faster just to throw them in a sink or wash them with a hose. And the sad thing is, correct me if I'm wrong, friends, did I or did I not have this same conversation when I painted these same lanterns from white to black and had to clean them up before I painted them? I'm pretty certain I did. Unbelievable. Ridiculous, DeDe, ridiculous. You know, some people, they just never learn. And I might be one of those people. Okay, everything is clean from top to bottom and I'm ready to start decorating. I did bring the big welcome mat back out here and I'm hoping I can just lay my new mat on top of it. Now the lanterns, they're cleaned and ready to go. They just need a little something put on them, but they're probably going to have to stay right here closer to the house. And it's not that they're flimsy, but I hate to pull them out where they're more vulnerable to the weather, where they could get knocked over and broken. So I think I'm going to leave them just close to the house and do something a little different with them. So I think it's time to bring everything out and get started. He's a vagabond, he won't love you better. Well, I've got everything out that I think I'm going to use, and I've left just enough to add a few fall touches to the back patio. Now, I know I don't have enough mini pumpkins to completely fill the bottom of the chimenea and the tub that I'm going to sit up here on the porch, but I am going to use towels and kind of fill the bottom of the tub and the chimenea, so I think I can get by. And I do want to try this garland first so I can get up there, use the ladder, see if it's going to work, and then get the ladder put up and move on. Well, the good news is the garland is actually long enough end to end. Now, the bad news is the last inch or so on each side of the garland has a loop and no leaves, so it looks kind of bare. I mean, it really is just a matter of an inch or two, so I'm rolling with it. Now, if you're curious what I'm using to hold this up, I'm using double-sided carpet tape, and since this area is cleaned, it's holding real well. The carpet tape holds real well. It holds so well, I couldn't even get it off my fingers, and I'm not even kidding. I just want you to think back to the scene of Clark and Ellen and the tree sap on their fingers trying to look at magazines in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's what I look like. And if you know, you know. Well, it's up and secure, and I love it. But since it was a smidge short, I did put a foam pumpkin on one side, and I left the other side blank because I can't even tell. Is it really that big of a deal? I don't know. But I do have another pumpkin. It's actually kind of beat up, but you'd never see it, and I could put it up there to balance it out. What I wish I had was two little foam orange pumpkins instead of the white, but I'm either going to add another pumpkin or I'm going to take the one on the left down. I'm just not sure yet. I'm probably making a mountain out of a molehill. I've been known to do that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like it, and I so wanted to like it. Maybe if the little mat was trimmed in black, it would look a little more cohesive. But to me, it looks like I just threw a mat on top of another mat, which we all know is what I just did, so I don't know why I'm complaining or shocked. And you know, maybe if I add something to it, but even putting the pumpkins here, nope, that doesn't work. I think it makes it look too crowded. What I really needed was a flat little rug underneath the new mat, but I just wasn't willing to buy one. So no layered look this year, maybe next year. Okay, Tidy Uppers, full disclosure. Now, if you remember, I had those two little rings of garland, and what I thought I was going to do was take the ring and set it down on top, and then it would look real pretty. Well, it was too tight to fit around the cap, so I took one of the rings and I unwound the whole thing and then tried to wrap it back around. Well, it looks like a hot mess. And then it occurred to me, why don't you just lift the lid, pick up the cylinder, and put it on the bottom? And look, it looks so neat and tidy down there. I think I'm going to add a bow to it. I may take the bows that I have on my napkin rings in the kitchen and use it. I don't know. But I just wanted to tell you guys, it always does not happen on the first time. For me, decorating is trial and error. A lot of error. And I think for most people it's the same way. So if you see YouTubers and it looks like they get everything right the first time and they place everything down so perfectly, they probably don't. Or at least that's what I tell myself. Well, the front is all done, and I have hauled everything that I have left to the back here, and this will be done in no time because I really don't have that much left to work with. Now, I do want to wipe down the table and sweep up a little, and I do need to stuff the chimenea. Maybe I should say fill the chimenea. It makes it sound like a turkey the other way. But I do want to fill the chimenea with some little mini pumpkins and gourds. I need to hang the wreath. And then I do want some kind of little centerpiece here on the table. I'll add maybe a few things around the wall, but that'll be just about it. Now, I am cleaning this table with Miss Meyer's multi-purpose cleaner, and I guarantee you it will be clean, but it won't be shiny when it's done. And I know if you're an old school tidy upper, you're thinking, here she comes again. She's going to talk about that spray away stainless steel cleaner. You are correct, tidy uppers. I am. I do have a lot of new folks here, and I always love to share about this product. And no, it's not sponsored, but I always use it on my outdoor furniture, and it adds so much shine and luster, and it stays that way when it's dry for weeks and sometimes even months. It just makes my old outdoor furniture look shiny and new. That's it. I'm done now.
My head is spinning on my shoulders, so what's the use of trying, baby? All the ways they lead to you, you're like a magnet pulling me in. I run away, hit the road, and almost there, but I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back. Just like a
Well, the pumpkin, she might be just a tad bit too big for this, but since I'm just having the chimney and a couple of little things sitting out, I think it'll be all right. I'm just going to call her my statement piece.
I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice. 'Cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is bitter. Oh, go on, chewing my bones, and when he's done, he's spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation, took us we can, nothing can save us, yeah. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing, not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. He looks at me like I know what he's thinking, but I don't have a clue. True talent in avoiding conversation, yeah, it's almost rather cruel. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket.
Well, Tidy Uppers, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. Now, I know you think this is the end, but it's not the very end. So if you'll stay till the very end, I'll come back and I'll show you a nighttime view. I appreciate you joining me today. Please take care of yourself. And until I see you in the next one, stay tidy. I turned on the fall setting for our permanent Christmas lights so you could get the full effect, but actually we'll only turn them on and run them the week of Halloween and the week of Thanksgiving. And then we start running Christmas colored lights starting in December. Thanks everyone for watching and happy fall!